was early. There we go. Attention, Cujo copters. I got nothing.
Hello everyone, it's me, Josh Cujo, your local grocery store VTuber, coming live at you on a Thursday night. It is currently 8 p.m. where I am, and tonight we're going to be continuing with more Tavern talk. May or may not be finishing it, but I feel like we're not quite there yet. So we'll see, depending on the, depending on the events of the game. My goal is to, if we're able to, I would want to finish the game tonight. Because we seem to be at an area that is leading towards, like, the end. But not sure if that's actually going to be the case. So we left off. Alithia and Clay had come back from their long journey, going to the Magnus Archives, or whatever they were called. The Archives. The Maiden Archives. And they were able to glean some new information. That being, there is someone who is attacking what is known as the sigils of Alcast. The sigils representing the 5 dragons of the world, and pretty much keep balance of the fabric of the world, essentially. The world and the world tree, I want to say. Each dragon has a sigil that represents their power and maybe their hold on the world order. However, seems that 3 of the 5 sigils have already been attacked, weakened, destroyed, more likely just weakened, which it leaves 2 still in danger. One of them being the sigil of Ur, the sleeping dragon of the Twilight Chasm, or somewhere around there, that spells the end of the world if awoken. And Tuat, the spear dragon. Of those 2, I think the perpetrator's next target is Ur. And so we're trying to stop them from doing that. And then Tuat is currently in the spirit realm, which is still possible for you to reach them. However, you need an anchor that allows you to go there. So 3 or 2 quests have been made, I believe. No, 3. 3 quests have been made. One of them to combat the perpetrator. The perpetrator being the man in the armor, dark armor, that caused the starfall to happen and all that. And the flood. And the flood. So we are trying to fashion a weapon that can rival a weapon of Ur. Howdy there, Ion. Welcome to the stream, Davis-san. How are you? Hello. Ow. Hello. And then another quest is to... Okay, I should be able to find it here. We've created the quest, I know that. Okay, here we are. Yes. So there is the Great Axe of Ur that is capable of harming both Tuat and the Ether Tree. So we're trying to counteract that by creating another divine weapon that could stand toe-to-toe with it. That being the sword that Carolyn got from her Baba. Trying to imbue it with the dragon fire so that it can stand a chance against the Great Axe of War. And there's here. This is it. So this quest is that same quest of reshaping the sword to stand a chance. This one is pretty much stopping the guy from reaching the Twilight Chasm and therefore getting to Ur. Or I think in this case the guy in the dark armor is trying to get the Great Axe of Ur. So we're stopping him there. And then this is Assurance with a sword that can stand toe-to-toe in case he actually gets it. This one is Okay, this one's regarding a bunch of undead that have popped up since the sigils were weakened. I think since the Great Flood. No, even before that, because I think the undead threat happened during the mission with Archie, Rhea, and Carolyn. I think that's it. Yeah. And then later on, we do meet the man himself, the man in the dark armor, that being a man named... Give me 1 second, right here. There we are. Quasar Duskbringer. Such a obvious bad guy name. Who knows us? We seem to be maybe former adventuring partners, or maybe we're related somehow. I think it's more like we're either found family or we used to be in a party together. But something bad happened and he kind of blames us for it, or at the very least, he doesn't like the fact that we've kind of moved on or something to that effect. But he came by, you know, threatened that he was going to do what he was going to do, and then just left. And that is where we are right now. That is where we are. Fable's still missing. We don't know where they are. They were out looking for Melly, who just turned up all of a sudden. Like a house cat. Like a cat who usually goes outside, but goes outside for a worryingly long time and then just shows up out of nowhere. And so, I think we've already sent, at the very least, Carolyn, Rhea, and other people to try and forge that sword. I don't think anyone has taken the quest for... No, I think Alithia and Clay went to the quest to try and stop the guy from getting the Great Axe of War. So okay, 2 parties have already gone out for adventures. And yeah, things seem to be coming to a head, essentially. Now, before we go on, I just want you to hear something very quickly. I don't know if you could hear that. Can you hear that? If you don't know what that is the sound of a barcode scanner. And it'll come in handy later. For one purpose. I need to get more ink. Unfortunately, it doesn't scan any barcodes that are from a screen, so I tried. It doesn't work. It only works on paper. And I'm out of ink, so I need to buy more ink. But anyway, that is everything that we have for the preamble. This is the correct save file, right? No, it has to be because it has, yeah, Quasar.
Good morning, innkeeper.
Good morning. How's your research going?
Well,
Fuck, I forgot his voice.
Hermit, but then more prestigious. Well,
We did a lot of it.
That sounds good.
yes.
I can smell a breakthrough right around the corner.
He doesn't seem very believing in that. You writing that down, Archie?
What? No, of course not. No notes are being taken here. None.
Archie, I told you already. I might be the bestest detective in Visoa, and this might be the meeting of a lifetime. But the investigation has to come first. How are you going to have time to write a book about my detective career if the world ends in a few days? I mean, it won't, obviously. Because our friends are super strong and awesome. And we are super smart and we're super smart and awesome.
There you go.
We should still focus on backing them up.
I'm sorry. It seems I can't help but gather material even now. You're a very impressive detective, and I fear what will happen if I stop thinking about my books.
It is. Is this what I think it is, Detective Melina?
I'm afraid it is.
Excuse me?
It's a severe case of the nerves. Quick, innkeeper, you need a remedy. Only your most revitalizing drink will do.
Does the patient agree with their prescription? Viagra?
Really, it's not that serious. Thank you. Perhaps a cure that'll boost my toughness is just what I need.
On it, patient zero. What do you want? You want that. The Frosted Lagoon. Are we going to be able to finish this game tonight? I don't think so. There might be something more later. We'll see where we get by, say, 10:30, 11 o'clock. If it feels like we're about to end, I might stay on a bit longer. It would be nice to free up another slot. That way we can play Coffee Talk Tokyo once I come back from my teeth being absolutely eviscerated. May this drink not be one of your tougher challenges.
This is excellent. This is excellent. I could write a novella about the superb taste alone. I really appreciate the effort to cheer me up. I suppose I've been worrying more than I realized. How can I repay?
Repay Rishmei. You shouldn't just bear your worries silently.
I'd accept an update on your research as compensation.
Certainly. We are happy to oblige. I thought my knowledge of tales and myths could serve us well in identifying another weapon to slay evil. So I questioned as many scholars and turned as many pages as I could.
Sounds exciting.
It might have been, if I had managed to find even a hint of anything useful. Extralibri is nothing but a legend.
Extralibri. It's supposed to be like Excalibur. Why can't you just say Excalibur? Yeah, it's okay. It's not that big.
The Lance of Low Ignis might be real, but it proved impossible to trace its location. And don't even get me started on the history of the sword Balmer. My research ended in total failure.
Balmer's Door. Balmer's Door 2. The Sword in the Stone. Actually, the Sword in the Stone is Caliburn. The sword from the Lady of the Lake is Excalibur. Two completely different swords. And people just conflate the two. It's more that people believe that the Sword in the Stone is Excalibur than... I don't think anyone believes the sword from the lake is Caliburn. And if I'm wrong... No, you didn't hear anything. I know my legends.
Don't say that. You wouldn't know that there aren't any other weapons if you hadn't looked. It just means we have to move our research focus to something else now.
Something else, meow.
Like my investigation.
Oh?
Like I mentioned the other day, I really wanted to look into this weird bad guy, who this weird bad guy really is. With a plan like this, he can't just be some random nobody.
His plan does have a certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Close enough, kiddo.
It's just so mustache-twirlingly malicious. I bet he has a mustache.
He does, actually. He kind of looks like Doctor Strange, but not a goatee. He has a mustache. Do-do-do-do-do. Say, hey, you! Involve yourself in this goddamn world. I swear, I am so frustrated at the innkeeper for not giving any relevant information. Net neutrality, my ass. If the world ends, it's your fault. Did I say net neutrality? Where did that come from? Neutrality.
In any case, he must have left some traces that we can follow. And if we can figure out his real identity, we'll know his mortal weakness. Like
a lover. Me? I'm the lover? Like an old wound. Which could also be a lover. An old emotional wound. Yeah?
Exactly. Someone who wears that much armor must have something underneath. So we'll just have to wait until he takes it off. Once he takes a bath, we should. Actually, I don't think this is a good idea after all. Still, Carolyn always says the more you know about your opponent, the easier the victory. But this guy's like a ghost. No one has seen hide nor hair of him before all this started. Here I thought armor like that would have made him super recognizable, with flowers and all. I did look up what some of them mean, the ones Clay was able to identify. There are petunias and marigolds, which symbolize resentment, anger, grief, and mourning. So that told me absolutely nothing. Besides that he's a bad guy with some big feelings about the world, duh.
Say something!
Then I got an idea. What about the other well-known necromancers? Maybe you have a repeat offender on our hand. No one really seemed to fit, though. I was really close to ripping my fur out. Then I remembered all that stuff about the sigils. There actually was a necromancer that died when the portals opened. So I dug that file out of my pile and, yeah. Yes. If the creation of the portals broke a sigil, then that can't just be a coincidence. Therefore, this necromancer from back then must have faked their death and rebranded themselves as the mustache-twirling, green-armored bad guy that we're facing now.
Was the armor green?
Yeah.
I mean, green outline. Yeah, I guess you could say that's green. It's a very dark green. Shouldn't you be doing the pointing thing now?
Just not feeling it, Innkeeper. I know it doesn't add up, okay? I'm sorry, Archie. This isn't the revelation of truth that it should be. When you write your book, the detective should definitely be pointing at something. Pointing!
Yes, I'll write that down.
Good.
Melly, you can't say that.
Can't believe we couldn't find anything.
You're not allowed to say that. Who taught you that word, Melly?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I do. I need to reprimand them.
Oh well.
What are you planning on doing now?
We need a new perspective. Maybe there's something we haven't considered yet.
That's why we brought some of our research materials with us. Wouldn't the library be better for this?
Well, maybe. But there wouldn't be enough space to set up the conspiracy board.
You brought the board here?
Yep. Thanks for letting us set up here. Okay, I'll be in the back. Bye.
Whatever. You're cute. You can do whatever you want. I hope it's okay for us to take up some of your space. It's fine, Archie. You can go ahead. Much appreciated, Innkeeper. It's you.
Well, don't you look chipper.
It's good to see you too, no?
You can spare me the pleasantries.
Long day? Long day?
Nah, I was just never really into all this research mumbo jumbo.
I was surprised when I heard you volunteered for the research group.
Your info gathering game is getting weak, Innkeep. I just chose the activity that's the least hassle. Too much exercise isn't good for the retirement spirit. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Before you get another word out of me, though, I'll need something to get my energy back. That whole frantic research atmosphere really tired me out.
Something to bring your strength back. Got it. Southern Brawler. 1, 2, or 3. None of that. I think it was this one. No. What was it? Oh no, I think it was agility. You. No, okay. Oh, you know what? I think it was not that, but rather one of these. Was it that and then one of this? Yeah, okay. I vaguely remember that shape. Figured that was what it was. Here, for all that heavy duty crocheting you're doing.
I feel like I could crochet gloves for an entire army with this. You got some more adventurers stashed away in those back rooms of yours?
Back rooms? The hit movie that came out recently with a director that was 20 years old, now 21 years old? Just some more frantic researchers, I'm afraid. So, what else have you been up to?
Just making sure Grace and Scully don't work themselves into an early grave for the most part.
Any news on that front?
Are you in the mood to be underwhelmed?
Listening to what my patrons want to share, whether good or bad, is a key part of my job.
Spoken like a good little innkeep. As for their research, not many surprises there, to be honest. The damage that breaking the sigils did is pretty much irreversible, as expected. That teleportation spell Grace is looking into is also not getting any less dangerous. Even with all the modifications she's marking, there's still a good chance of it backfiring. And by good chance, I mean like 70%.
Kind of backfiring are we talking about? Like killing you, or like everything blows up?
No. Like immediately dying.
Oh. How are Scully and Grace feeling about everything?
They're taking it in stride. Oh, they're just too stubborn to give up, or they're just too stubborn to give up. Not sure.
That sounds like them. What about you?
Me?
Oh, this must be pretty disheartening.
I mean, not really. These kinds of doomsday scenarios just lose their impact after a while in this business. I've lived my life. I've made my choices. Now I'm just doing what I want either way. If the end of days comes knocking and I'm on my porch crocheting and drinking, I'll have no regrets.
But you're not on your porch.
Ugh.
You're here, looking after the people trying to avert that doomsday scenario.
Ugh. Can't believe I had to hear that from you. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
I could offer you another drink to wash it down.
No thanks. Unfortunately, you've got a point.
What did she say?
I guess I got swept up in all of this a little. Sure is weird.
What is?
Caring. Not like I need to elaborate. Preaching to the choir and all that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, whatever. Let me just ask you this. As you are, will you have no regrets when all of this is over?
You couldn't just let me have the last word, huh?
No way in or. I'll leave you to contemplate that then, I guess.
For someone who initially didn't care about saving the world, she's actually quite involved now. She's actually, even though she denies that she cares or that these doomsday scenarios scare her, seeing her actual emotions begin to shine through really makes me happy. I bet her autobiography will be an absolute page-turner.
Are Melly and Archie here?
In the back.
I'll go see if the young'uns need some company.
Oh, Carolyn. Wait, are you back? I thought you already went on your quest. They're back? Greetings. Good mythical afternoon, adventurers.
Good afternoon, innkeeper.
Does this afternoon seem mythical to you? It seems wet.
Sorry about that. We didn't have much time to dry off before coming here.
Floorboard should be able to endure it just this once. Floorboard should be able to endure it just this once.
It's okay if you want to leave now, Baya. We all made it back safe.
Okay,
No bias say.
but keep the blankets. I could make some soup.
We should be good for now. Thanks, Baya.
Where you headed, Baya?
The swamp. I want to talk to my friends.
I see. Was it? Oh, you just said I see.
Goodbye. Let the tree know if you need any more help. I will come.
Stay safe, Baya. Stay safe, Baya. Doesn't sound like it went well. Spit it out already. You've been chewing on this ever since we escaped from that mountain.
It's just, I feel bad, alright?
So, that doesn't sound too good. What happened? Isn't that pretty obvious? Right.
More importantly, have the others come back yet, Innkeep?
They haven't.
So waiting game then.
Great. My favorite. Alright, Innkeep. This is where you come in with a drink. I'm going to explode if you keep brooding like this. We're not that rogue fella. Which of my drinks would be of aid? Not sure what could help soften the outcome of our quest, but maybe protection from disappointment. That might do. Certainly. What happened? I fucked up. What happened? Or maybe it's unavoidable? Might not be. We'll read what happens. If I can glean whether or not it would have made a difference, then I'll go back. Although I don't know if I have a save file from back then. Even if I did, it might take a while. So maybe we should just roll with our punches, you know? I hope your disappointment will just be a distant memory after this drink. Thanks. This takes the edge off. Didn't realize my shoulders were so tense this entire time. Can I offer you two a drink as well?
I'm fine. For now. Count me in, Innkeeper. I don't really want to think about it. But perhaps understanding where we failed wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'll see what I can do. That is brain, okay. Each one. Oop. Spark and Nebula. Here you go. This might be just what you're looking for to understand the meaning of everything.
42.
Wow, Hitchhiker's Guide. I didn't expect that. Do people these days know that reference? If you don't, Hitchhiker's Guide is, I think both a novel and a movie. But basically there was this machine or something that could pretty much answer, or, you know, they gave it a question to potentially answer. The question being, what is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything, right? And it takes a very, very, very long time until it finally gets to an answer. That answer being 42. And it's like that's it. That's just the answer. What?
Weird. I don't know where that came from. Oh, this is good. My synapses are firing at the speed of light.
My drinks are giving you knowledge of beyond the TV screen.
Here's my conclusion. We might be really
Was it that bad?
You don't even know the half of it. Wait, this can't just be it, right? Crazy and the others should have figured something else out by now. You probably already have some quests in store for us. For plan C, D, and X?
Sorry, Hex. Archie and Millie couldn't find any new leads. And Grace and Scully are still at it, but from what I heard, they haven't found much either.
That's... Come on, Innkeeper. Stop joking around. I don't think this is very funny.
Neither do I.
And what are we even doing here? What? If the Innkeeper doesn't have any quests for us, then why are we wasting time here? If you haven't noticed, the world might be ending soon. We failed to create the world-saving weapon. And now we're here to, what? Have a nice chat? Oh, you're mighty close to overstepping there, wizard. Well, maybe someone needs to say it instead of just lazing around. Hex, sit your arse down.
Arse. Ass.
It's no time to lose your cool.
Well, I'm glad to know that ass goes beyond the filter of the world.
We aren't just here to chat. Information about the group that went to the Twilight Chasm will reach this inn first. At this point, we need to know their fate. It would be foolish to go running around without a plan. So, are we cool? I'm sorry. Not exactly a good look for a wizard to lose his head, is it? As long as you realize that yourself. While we wait for the others, I guess it's time for another story and keep.
Looking forward to getting some contacts.
Right. After our chat the other day, Kyle and I went to pick up X. We said goodbye to Kyle. He cried. Then he left for Marrow Castle.
So what happened? Quick briefing on that. The Quasar went over to Morrow Castle in order to get the vial of blood from the first vampire, Mike, from Marrow Castle, from Evelyn, Kyle's ex. Stormed the castle, may or may not have killed Evelyn or heavily damaged her. But he's going there right now, just to make sure that she's safe. Seikon the Quasar. Is that the anime where breast milk is a power or something like that? Is that what that one is? Yeah, okay. I feel bad about knowing that. I feel ashamed that I know what that was right off the bat.
He said goodbye to Kyle. He cried. Then he left for Mare Castle.
Oh, and then a detail that I forgot to mention. Because of the fact that the first vampire was created via Tuat, the spirit dragon, the vial of blood containing Mike's blood. The vial of Mike's blood is a anchor that Quasar can use to get to Tuat. Because you need a anchor, a way through the spirit realm in order to reach where you want to reach.
Soon after, Kira and Baya picked us up. They just stepped out of a tree right next to us. Baya was pretty excited to take us to the Highlands. Apparently she's pen pals with the Yeti, and she'd never gotten the opportunity to visit. And then whoosh.
Whoosh?
Yeah. One minute we're surrounded by nice and lush woods, and the next, vast mountains. Snow. A lot of snow. You guys suck at descriptions. Our journey to the Highlands was so fast it's barely noteworthy.
Actually, you know that? You should have taken Archie's friend via Baya's tree transportation. You could have circumvented the whole undead thing. Well, I guess we needed to know about the undead, so I guess it's fine. We needed to know about the undead uprising that is starting to gnaw at the world tree's roots.
It was impressive. I mean, sure, evocation is obviously the superior school of magic. But I suppose such a feat of conjuration was pretty cool, even though nothing blew up. But I suppose such a feat of conjuration was pretty cool.
And then you had to keep blabbing to Bai about it until we reached the village. Well, Grace would have killed me if I didn't ask for details. While the view was great, we were pretty disoriented. Even when we found the village Clay told us about, no one could point us towards the temple. Kara looked like she was getting ready to throw people around if they continued saying they couldn't help us. It was clear that no one knew anything. Even though we still had no idea where to go, we left the village. That's when Baya let out this gut-wrenching scream. It sounded like this. Hey, I know that text. That text comes from Fate Stay Night. Whenever Berserker is just yelling it kind of looks like that in the visual novel. It sounds like this. I can't do it. I was trying to make a weird guttural throat noise, and that came out of my hole. Thanks. I really appreciate you replicating that scream. But why? Hey, you guys insisted I stay to tell the tale. Oh, Melly. I saw her tail.
Did someone die? Oh, hi, Linny.
Good to see you, Melly. No one died. X just got a little too excited. Whoopsies.
You see. Well, make sure not to scream like that anymore. Or no one will know when you really need a detective on the scene.
After all, you don't want to be the next boy who cried detective.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll go back to the board then.
So Baya let out a scream. Yeah, and it sounded like this. He just does it again. We had no idea why she did, but before she could explain, we heard some loud footsteps approaching. It was hard to see with the heavy snowfall, but a huge silhouette was making its way towards us. Oh, maybe the Yeti. Kara almost tore into it as soon as it was close. But before we knew it, Baya rushed forward. I almost attacked Baya's pen pal. You actually meant the abominable, not snowman, Yeti, abominable Yeti. You say the word abominable, you automatically try to say snowman. Oh, Yeti. Really nice fellow. Also pretty good with directions. They pointed us towards the temple. When they did, I noticed their well-crafted ring made of something like opal. Couldn't help but ask them about it. Turns out they got it from the temple. That really got the Yeti talking. We learned a bunch about the temple's jewelry making business, and about how anyone approaching the stronghold unannounced would be seen as an enemy, which is a horrible way to run a business. The Yeti explained that only a select group of trusted people are allowed on the premises. They didn't want to help us get in though. Something about getting their jewelry buying rights revoked. But at least we knew the way, and soon without invisibility finally kicking in, we saw it before us. Lo and behold, the temple, where the flame of Leviathan is kept. Sounds blasphemous. The trek up there was brutal. It was so much walking, I thought my feet were gonna fall off. It wasn't so bad, really. The winding path looked nice with all that sparkling snow. It's easy for you to say. You just vaulted right over all that rubble. Yes, we did get to the gate eventually. It was closed, of course. Giant wet slab of stone in weather condition. If there's one thing I know about this sort of thing, it's that gates like this one are super inconvenient. Good thing we didn't want to waltz in though, through the main gates anyway. Now with the invisibility effect on our drink still active, we started to check for any other points of entry. There was so much rubble, we figured there must be somewhere for us to slip through. Well, there wasn't. And I already started to feel this itch of the invisibility wearing off. We were running out of time. Come on, tell the innkeeper what you decided we should do next. We might have tried to scale the temple walls. We made it close to the top. But then the stone started to crumble right from under our hands. Axe was the first to fall, but it didn't take long for us to follow. Though it's good to follow with a wizard that can cast a spell to slow our descent, rather than break our necks. And here I thought you guys just wanted a big group hug. If you want more group hugs, maybe cast that spell earlier than 5 feet before hitting the ground. Oh sure, I'll try to practice spellcasting while falling at terminal velocity for more next time. I just do I forget which game it was. It was one of the Elder Scroll games. There's a NPC. I want to say it might have been Oblivion. I haven't played Oblivion, which is coming on the Switch too, the remastered version. I'm waiting for that. But there is an NPC, I want to say from Oblivion, either that or Morrowind, that, you know, like tries to fly or like cast a spell that propels him high into the sky, and then he just falls to his death. So there's that. Just do that. Except don't die. Well, you did manage it before we turned to a big puddle of adventurer soup. If only we had managed to land literally anywhere else. I didn't even know creatures that big lived out there. Aye, me neither. Right next to us, where we had thought was a snow-covered mountain, what we had thought, an eye as big as Care opened.
It was the guardian of the temple.
It slowly lifted its massive head, and we realized that mountain path that we had been walking on earlier was no path, but the body of the Guyver. What? Gwyver. Gwyver. Is that a thing? Is that a creature? Gwyver. Oh, it's a dragon. Dragon. How do you say this? Pronunciation. I swear if it's Guyver.
Givra.
Givra. It's only one of them, though. Givra. You know, I know they give you that kind of like pronunciation kind of text, but I have no idea how to read any of that. So we're just gonna call him Givra. But the body of a Givra.
Its snake body slowly unfurled from around the temple. While shaking the snow off itself, it revealed its pure white iridescent scales. For a few moments, it just stared us down. The gigantic opal embedded between its eyes shone with every color imaginable.
But I wouldn't have given to work with an opal of such fine quality. It's good to hear you guys had a mythical moment there. But I, for one, was worried about the overgrown snake with wings.
The Givra unfurled its wings from where they had tucked against its body and rose into the air.
An attack position. It struck with such speed we only avoided it thanks to Care's quick reflexes when she pushed us into the snow.
All I could think about was that I didn't want to fight it. When it was getting back into position for another strike, I screamed our intentions out. I couldn't imagine the dragon's guardian would be indifferent to our objective.
It didn't seem to care much about it, though.
Or it didn't hear us. I didn't want to give up. We had to communicate with it in a way that it couldn't ignore.
So we choreographed an impressionist dance.
No.
Not really. But that would have been a lot funnier. In any case,
instead of trying to fight it, I told the others to get moving and get our message across. I write it in large letters in the snow.
Ever tried to stomp out letters while a giant reptile is attacking you, Innkeeper? Heck of a core workout. I think I developed muscles where no muscle should ever develop. Watch out, you might become the first wizard to complete a push-up.
And did it work?
The push-up?
No, the writing in the snow thing. See, this is why wizards, mages, or whatever classification of spellcaster, they should have a little bit of muscle on them. Because otherwise, when you run out of MP, mana, or whatever, you want to cast Fist. Just look at Denken from Frieren. Like that guy. Just cast Fished.
Wasn't sure at first. But when the attack stopped, I saw it looking intently at what we had written. It had lodged itself in our direction again, but instead of trying to attack us, it dove into the snow. The ground beneath us started shaking until all of us were suddenly lifted on top of its head. I thought we were ascending to 2 realm for a second, not gonna lie. But instead, we were just lifted higher and higher into the air, towards the temple. Soon we could see the tower emerging from the temple grounds. The Guardian must have understood us after all, because it was taking us to the one place I could have imagined the flame to be. Soon we were close enough for us to jump down from the Guardian. And then I saw the altar.
Oh, nothing. What did you see?
That's the thing. We saw nothing. Nothing. No great flame Leviathan. Just a devastated altar. And an empty basin where the flame should have rested. We were so foolish. The clues were already there when we were approaching the temple.
Oh, do you think the flood from earlier extinguished the flame? They did say that the gate was wet. Yeah. So maybe, I mean, if it was caused by that guy, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that he would try to extinguish that flame so that nothing could match the great axe. Or nothing could be done about it anyway.
All the rubble, the poor state of the building. The flame was extinguished during the flood, long before we even set foot in the highlands.
Okay, so in this case then, if the flame was extinguished before the quest had ever taken place, I don't think there would have been any different scenario, like any different outcome had I chosen a different drink. You know? Because it would have been doomed from the start. Okay, oof, that sucks though.
Should have known that an eternal flame was too good to be true. It was all such a waste of time. You can imagine our shock at what we saw, Innkeeper. The realization slowly began to settle in. There would be no way of forging that weapon. Nothing to wield against a necromancer. Up there at the altar, everything was so quiet. The priest hadn't reached us yet. There was just the sound of the wind and the crushing disappointment we were all feeling. The Guardian didn't even need to say a word. I understood it either way. Whatever emotions we were feeling, they couldn't compare to the grief in the Guardian's eyes. Eventually we were joined by some of the priests who confirmed what we had already surmised. They lost the main object of worship on the day of the flood.
Which is strange to think about because it sounds like this temple was very high into the sky. And the flood only seemed to be as tall as like the windows of the tavern. I didn't think that they would even be able to reach there. And again, it's a magical flood. Who knows? Either way, flame extinguished. That's bad.
At least our disappointment was somewhat softened by the warm meal the priests offered us. I think they felt bad for us. There's community and shared grief. They were pretty interested in that sword of yours as well. Considering everything we've learned in the last few days, the minor divinity of it feels hardly noteworthy. I'll cherish it nonetheless. Maybe I'm also just glad it'll remain a memento of my grandma. It was stupid to think that I could rival her feats. But I didn't expect you to talk to those priests for so long. Never seen you so forthcoming before, Rhea. Ain't exactly every day you see that kind of smith and mastery on display. The jewelry those priests were decked out in was wonder to behold. Straight dripping. No. Please don't.
Yeah, it's kind of insensitive when you say dripping, when it was a flood that extinguished the flame in the first place. Also, that's cringe.
Hey, don't complain when Aniko you don't complain when Aniko says it. That level of craftsmanship is to be expected of Horse people, I guess. They were really generous as well. Practically forced those opals on us.
On you.
And that blueprint. You're misunderstanding that one, Care. That was for you. It's a sword blueprint that's been passed down since the conception of that temple. A form worthy of the dragon's might, as they put it.
So another weapon that could be forged that maybe could have equaled what they were going to do with that sword from earlier?
And they wasted it.
I know you won't hear it now, but if you ever feel different, it'd be an honor to forge it for you.
We eventually got ready to head back. I was worried about the lack of trees around us, but Pia seemed unbothered. We headed out to the courtyard where slowly but surely, she grew a whole tree.
Wow. So it's not even that she needs a tree to, like, move around. She does, but, like, if there are no trees, that's not a problem. She just grows it out of nowhere. So she could just be making waypoints anywhere in the world.
Its branches were stark white and covered in gleaming leaves. I asked her afterwards what kind of tree it was, but she just replied that it was the dream of the soil. You know what that meant?
Hey, you know what that means? If Pia can grow a tree, that means she might be able to just, like, bring back the world tree if it ever gets damaged or killed.
The priest looked very touched by its appearance. But we needed to be on our way, so into the tree we went. We stopped by Pia's and then headed over here.
So that's that. We had such a depressing walk back to the tavern.
Quit your yapping. You were going on and on about this all the way over here too.
It's easy for you to say. After all, you got those gems. Great for your stupid competition. Some of us were a bit put off by the quest feeling.
Why don't you just come out and say what your problem is?
My problem is that you're acting like everything's fine.
Hello? What is happening? Something bad just happened. Or was that him who did that? Nope, I don't think that was him. Was it?
Did it stop?
Okay, no, it wasn't him.
Seems like it.
Is everyone okay?
More or less.
Yeah. What about Millie and the others?
I'll go.
Alright. Thanks, Rhea.
They should still be in the tavern, right?
I'll take my leave. Told her story. There's no other reason for me to stick around. I know this is a hard time for all of us. But I need to check on Grace.
Goodbye, Hex. What about you, Kier? It's getting late. There's always a room for you upstairs if you get tired, Lynn.
It's fine. I'll keep you company.
Things must be really dire if you're offering that.
What do they say? Desperate times call for What do they say? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
That's Clay? Oh. Okay, so last stream I made a prediction that Clay was gonna die. Because there seemed to be a bit of a death flag going on there during the part where they accepted that mission. I see that Alithia isn't here. I know that those two also joined the quest. Do you think maybe... Hope not. Welcome back.
Keep it.
Okay, Silence, good to see you too. You have anything to say? Both quests ended in failure?
Where are the others?
Also, I think Nico and Voy were there too, right? Okay.
Nico's outside, trying to calm Voy down. We didn't want him to throw up on your tavern.
Did he have a panic attack? I hope Tia isn't giving him too hard of a time about it. Ooh. I think Tia might have died. Shit. Not the person that I thought was going to perish, if she indeed perished there. But also I had this prediction because we're trying to protect, or you know, Quasar's trying to get to the spirit dragon. I had a feeling that one of them was going to die, and there was this mention of their bracelets being magically attached to each other, you know, like enchanted to be able to find them wherever, find the other person. And I was having this thought that if one of them perished in this fight, they would end up in the spirit realm where Tuat is. And if we are trying to chase Quasar in there, or find a way to get to Tuat, that the friendship bracelet might be a way for them to find each other. Like that. She isn't, right?
No. Where is she then?
Yeah. Gone. She's gone. She left? No. She's dead. Tia can't be dead. Stop joking around. That isn't funny. Tia can't be dead.
You're right. She's way too stubborn to die. Well, she did.
I'm sorry. That's
Awful? Yeah. You don't have to tell us that.
Is anyone else?
No. She got away before anyone else went down.
That's good. Not good. Not good at all. One of them died.
What about Fable? Did you see them there? In the chasm, maybe? No. We didn't find them. No. What? Found a bunch of broken arrows not too far from the portal. They were all engraved with pretty flowers. I think they just didn't. I think they were there. They just didn't come back.
I hope they're okay. Maybe with a drink they would have been okay.
What do you mean? You didn't make them a drink and keep?
We had a bit of a fight.
So you willfully endangered them.
I had hoped it would stop them from going.
Nothing could ever stop Fable from helping people, you idiot.
I realize that now.
You should thank the dragons I care more about my friend's eardrums than I care about yelling at you.
I heard you regret it well enough. Don't you worry.
You better. If anything happened to them, if they end up like Alithia, I
know. Me too. We shouldn't have left without her.
Her body wasn't exactly cooperative. We couldn't have taken it with us even if we tried.
Don't call her that.
What?
An it.
Clay. He's right. Have some respect. I'm just saying.
Well, stop saying it. All right, you three, calm down. No need to spill more blood. Please, tell us what happened. What does it matter? We abandoned her. That's what happened.
We didn't do that. We sure abandoned the world. Our angel would be disappointed in us. It's not like we had much of a choice.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
You always run. Of course you wouldn't choose anything else.
I ran because I have something to get back to, Clay.
So did she. Okay, how about a drink for calming all those nerves? No.
Time and place. I'll take one. Need to tell you what happened after all, even though I rather wouldn't. Got anything to make that easier? I don't have a joke this time. I hope you'll forgive me.
Don't worry, there's no need for trading today. I don't have anything to wash away the regret. Maybe I can get you something to make the words flow easier. Spoken hard. Shame always. It was that. Was it this one? No. think it may have been you. Yeah. Excuse me. Here. Here. Thanks for this little taste of normalcy. So I don't really know what to ask. Did you stop him? No. No. He was faster than us somehow. Ellie and Baya drew us a map to the portal we could get there so we could get there quickly, but when we arrived, we found a note stapled to a tree. It read, "If you value your lives, go home." He knew you were coming? Apparently, Jade and Tia argued about what to do, but we didn't exactly have a lot of options. So we went after him, right into the Twilight Chasm. It was, calling it the realm of nightmares seemed like an understatement in retrospect. Wouldn't have made it without Voy. And Tia's light. And Tia's light. He ran into the necromancer on his way back. He didn't even catch him before he got to Ur. He looked unharmed. It's ridiculous how easy it must have been for him. In his hands, he held an axe shaped like a dragon's talon, pulsating with magical energy. It was smaller than I thought it would be. Magic weapons tend to be size adjustable. Oh, right. Maybe we would have stood a chance if we hadn't walked right into a cluster of nightmare creatures. I thought maybe they'd be a good distraction for him too, but the necromancer called on for aid in the chasm's tongue. Voy said he promised them freedom and endless nightmares. And just like that, they sided with him and we were up against a necromancer, a god's axe, and a horde of monsters. We thought we were faster than even his new army. So we quickly cornered him and thought we would stand a fighting chance, but the magic cast some sort of slow spell on us. Not even one round in, we were reduced to our normal speed. At least we still had some defense. Tia was right. It helped protect us against a lot of blows we might not have survived otherwise. I don't think making a different drink, would have helped out either, because the drinks were essentially the same. Fast and defense. But they were just switched around. One of them prioritized defense with speed, and then the other one did speed with defense. It was essentially the same. So I don't think even if we had made a different drink, it would have turned out any different. So in both ways, they were kind of doomed. Both quests. We are still losing ground, not to mention the battle. He pushed back towards the edge of the Twilight Chasm in the portal we had entered from. We almost got Voy at that point. He almost. Voy had just played some sick solo that momentarily charmed one of the monsters away from Clay when an axe landed in his shoulder. He was on the ground before any of us could get to him, and then the necromancer just stopped, stared down at him like he was looking at a ghost. Maybe Void reminded him of something. Maybe his dead hard. Maybe. He gave Aniko enough time to pull Voy away and through the portals, back to the moon poles. It's true, you know. You could see all the 7 moons reflected in their clear waters at once. It would have looked beautiful if it hadn't been for all the blood. And for all the monsters swarming us left and right. We were trying to cut them down, we were trying to cut them down, but every time we killed one, he would just bring them back. Over and over and over again. And then Clay finally found an opening. He cut down 4 creatures at once and got through to the necromancer, who had preoccupied with resurrecting a fallen giant. It should have been an easy hit, but Clay got reckless. That's when I saw the necromancer smile,
Saw him notice Clay approaching. I tried to call out, but I wasn't fast enough. Just when Clay got within reach, the necromancer swung out with his axe and it should have.
Killed me. It should have killed me. Glad it didn't. Don't be.
Because I'm guessing Tia, yeah.
The axe hit Tia right in the chest as she shielded Clay with her body. She moved so fast. I think when she saw Clay in danger, she finally managed to break out of the slow spell. I saw that she wanted to protect him, so I pushed Clay out of the necromancer's way. And as Tia lay there, her body in the pool of the Ashel Moon's light, he brought the axe down again.
You shouldn't have pushed me.
She died to save you. I had to honor that.
We might have been able to save her from dying if you hadn't.
I wish that was true too.
We should have shielded her body so we could revive her.
I think that would be a little hard to do now. Why is that? When she fell, the necromancer brought her back, just raised her up like a puppet, like it was nothing.
She was looking right at me. She looked so sad because I didn't save her. Why couldn't I save her?
But I saw an undead Tia rise to her feet, her weapon and shield leveled at us. I knew we had to run. I couldn't risk losing anyone else. Nico picked up Voy as soon as I called for us to flee. She didn't want to leave until Voy started pleading with her, while he was almost bleeding out. She helped me pull Clay away. I still think it was wrong.
It was.
It wasn't. It was indeed. Who am I to say anything here? Don't interject me. She helped me pull Clay away. I think it was wrong. It was indeed. It wasn't. Dave made the right choice. There would have been no point in losing you all too.
Agreed. At least y'all got to live. After that, we made our way back here. We didn't know where else to go.
I'm glad you all made it back, but I'm sorry you had to go through all that.
Why did we have to? Why didn't Cassiopeia save us? Save her!
The dragons are neutral.
The dragons are...
I really wish they wouldn't censor anything. Why wouldn't I want to just say,
The dragons are... fucking bitches!
Sure are. The real bitch.
yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna say it.
The real bitch is the madman who killed her.
Nothing can frickin' censor me.
We have to go back.
I don't think it's a good idea, bud.
We have to. We have to retrieve her body. He can't have her. Now he can just use her to navigate that stupid portal. She would hate that. She would hate being turned to another monster he could use. If we can't get her back, we at least have to bring her here to give her a proper burial.
You can't do that, Clay. We don't even know where they are right now.
If we had stayed, we might.
But we didn't.
Thanks to you. But it is what it is, right? You say we can't go back, so we can't change anything. We screwed up. We played right into his hands. All this power and strength and magic, and we didn't change anything.
Hold on. I'm sure you did your best.
What's the point of doing that if it doesn't save anyone? I can't even feel her anymore. The bracelet, it's just empty. There's just an absence where Tia should be. I didn't even get to make her potato soup.
I feel like if we had just done something different, if I had been more stubborn.
I don't know if you could have changed anything.
Why do you sound so sure of that?
I think the necromancer, I think he heard everything. What you planned, I mean.
How could that even be possible?
Are you gonna tell them now that you know him? By the way, that bird that was in the tavern the whole time, is one of his familiars. So there's that. After you left, the jackdaw near my window, I think it was a spy and heard everything.
What?
How does that even happen? How did you not notice that?
I don't know. I'm sorry. All I'm saying is, it's not your fault the plan failed. He outsmarted us. All of us.
So there's nothing we could have done. That can't be right.
What's the point of all this then? If he knows everything, then we might as well give up. He has Or's axe. He has an army of nightmare creatures and more. And she's gone. The only person who'd know what to do is gone.
We don't have a magic greatsword either. You've gotta be kidding me. What? Magic flame was put out by the flood. Fuck!
So we're lost. It's over.
Not yet. He hasn't won yet either. Even if it feels like he has. We're still here, so we could still fight. We could still stand in his way. Hope will only abandon us if we let it.
You're right. Us giving up. That's not what she would have wanted.
What she would have wanted was to live, to get a chance to be more than some pointless martyr. I want her back.
Clay?
No! I don't want to hear anything else from you. You didn't even notice a spying bird in your tavern. Or maybe you did, who knows? You're dishonest with us all the time. Do you even really care about any of this?
Of course I care. I can't afford to care. I mean, I want to say of course I care, but clearly our dude just is like not helping at all. We're not helping where he should. I care more than you could ever imagine. I wish I could bring her back too, Clay.
Well, can you?
No.
What help are you then? Screw this. I'm done hearing excuses, and I'm done pretending we'll make it through this.
Clay, please stay. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Can I have one of those drinks now? I want to go after him. If I was him, I'd kill all of us. So, no.
What kind of drink do you want?
I don't know. Something fast, maybe? Didn't help with the fight, but Mel might help with my stomach.
It's worth a shot, I guess. Because here's the thing, right? If ever I had the power to, like, straight up defeat evil, like if I knew that I had the power to prevent calamity from happening, and I didn't do it, that's on me. You know what I mean? Like if I knew that I could help, if I knew I had the ability to stop something from happening, and I choose not to do it, then anything bad that happens is because I didn't do anything. That's on me. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't like the, oh, you know, I'm just here to be neutral. You know, keep the peace and all that. I'm just here. Fuck that. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Plus, you know, like I've been pissed at my character since Fable ran away. I've just been pissed at myself, at my character.
It's just how I like it. What kind of drinks does she like?
Defense all the way.
Hands up.
What the? That was just an abrupt end. What the hell happened? The Wheel of Fortune, 34th of the Astral Moon. Because another thing, sorry I'm ranting about my character. I was like, my character keeps acting like, how would you say, he doesn't live in the world. I was like, yeah, anything that happens out there, not my business. I'm just here to make drinks. Is that cool? But there are people here worried about literally living, literally the world ending. And I'm just here like, I just make the drinks, dude. Sorry. I have a lot of gripe with my character now.
Someone should go out to Clay at some point. We'll need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say. You weren't there.
They have very similar voices. And plus my voice is tired.
Carolyn's right. We'll have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all's not lost. Not yet. Sure, but it's just hard to buy this never give up shit right now. If you know how to salvage all this, feel free to share with the class. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. Yeah, figured. So what? You just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That's exactly what got us in this mess to begin with. What? What? Your failure? No. This fucking ambivalence. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course. Did enough pro bono today. How much will it cost to get you interested again? Oh, you can fuck right off. Alicia.
Oh, that's right, that's her name.
What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you even go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself.
Dave's right. There won't be anywhere to go soon.
I don't want to hear it, innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this.
I don't think that's very fair for you to say. No, tear into him. Fucking beat him up. Beat me up.
You really want to talk about fair? Must be easy, huh? All up in your high horse watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much.
Well, I got there in the end. Did you? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying on all of us this time was also just a footnote for you. Hey, you always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors. If that necromancer fuck walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story?
Yeah, he did.
Would you serve Alithia's murderer a drink with the same smile like you did for us? Hey, maybe he'd bring her corpse along. Good thing you'd already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending him? You should be just as pissed as me. That elf is gone because he couldn't get his own ego, right?
Get over his own ego.
For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know.
My drinks aren't miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains.
But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decided to refuse them that help because you were petty.
That's right. Pile on me. Fucking beat me up. My character does not deserve any kindness right now.
Not like it matters.
Even if everything turns out okay, I still made the choice to not do anything. Don't talk like Fable's already dead.
Maybe you should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that.
What happened to believing in them? There's even a chance I might come back. I'll keep these tavern doors open.
Good to know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. Whatever? I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. A lot of people will die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea on how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Dave. That way someone else can take care of your problems again. It just won't be me this time. Innkeeper, Carolyn, it's been real, or not. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking, I could just go see my family. But would I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? Could have tried. Instead, I'm here. Not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we have the element of surprise, with your sword we might. No, the sword can't save this world. Neither can I.
Whoa, what the fuck? You're alive? Plus, you look very beaten up. What is that? It's either bruising or scaling or what the hell happened to your face? There also seem to be jagged parts of, you know, the left side of your face. Not that part. That part. My left. What happened?
Am I seeing things? Fable?
Hello, everyone.
Greeting, adventurer. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Somebody pinch me. No. It's that pinch, not punch, Carolyn.
Did you punch him through Fable or something?
That wasn't a punch. I'll show you. That wasn't a punch. I'll show you.
Wait, it's really me.
Wait a minute. You have horns. You didn't have horns earlier. Are you? Did you change or something? Scales, horns. What the hell happened to you?
Even though I look a little different, is it weird?
No, it suits you.
Looking badass, Selfie. Thanks. I like it too.
I like the horns. You look very, horny. Not the time for that. Nope, that sounds wrong. Let me try again.
Take your time.
You're very pretty. Beautiful. Effervescent.
Do you need one of your own drinks, Innkeeper?
Well, what I really want to say is, welcome back. So glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. Sorry.
I'm really happy to see you as well, Innkeeper. There's so much for all of us to talk about.
Wait, before that, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. I should never have refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurities I was dealing with, I should never let them get in the way of keeping you safe.
I made it back, didn't I?
They seem very, nonchalant about the whole situation. With them changing, the whole whatever's happening. Do you think maybe they're reanimated? No. I was about to say, what would happen if they did die? And then was brought back by the necromancer? And I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. Hey, I called my character that, and I was right. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had. It was hard to trust in you while the worry of your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend.
Don't you mean regular?
No, you're my friend. if you'll still have me.
You know, I thought about a lot about our last conversation. I was upset at first, but most of all, I was afraid. Afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if I had ever come back to this tavern.
If I ever wanted to come back to this tavern.
Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, Innkeeper, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out. And I'm happy I did.
Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. Conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, Innkeeper.
Worth it. But yes, you'll have to carry me from here on out. You'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave.
I'll try my best.
Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Ur's axe. I don't even know who he is or what he wants to do with it. But we had to stop him.
Oh, it's time to catch you up with everything.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Might be good to get everyone up to speed.
You go first, Fable. You got us at the edge of our seats.
Well, as you know, I was searching for Melly around the portal to the Twilight Chasm. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. Then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. Even if I could swear I saw the shadows around the portal moving. Or the fact that it's the entrance to the plane called the Nightmare Realm. I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal.
How did that go for you?
To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant gangly creatures roaming around, my heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. Eventually I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I had run so far away from when I entered that the chance of finding any traces of Melly was almost zero.
So what did you do next?
I must have fallen asleep.
What?
Excuse me?
Well, all that running and worrying got me so exhausted I must have passed out. It was weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just this sense of disquiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholic as I regarded its deep purple horizons. And suddenly, close to my alcove where spiky mountains split the sky, I saw edges of the tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel widened into a huge cave. And I meant it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out somehow, I had stumbled from the Twilight Chasm into the center of Ur. The plane, not the dragon, but... In front of me was the sleeping form of the Elder Dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess what the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach Ur's cavern.
You mean the dragon that, if awoken too early, would bring about the end of everything was awake? Sorry, you mean the dragon that, if woken too early, will bring about the end of everything was awake?
Yes.
Great. Another apocalypse.
Hey, maybe you know one apocalypse will cancel the other out. If we're lucky, anyway. 1 second. Do we get double points for a combo? Do we get... I can't fucking speak tonight. Do we get double points for a combo?
Wait, I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good. Especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. It was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether to reveal myself or not when he began to cast a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around Ur's head, and their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. Whatever strange visions the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must have shaken the whole plane. But while Ur was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I just couldn't let him take the axe. I had to stop him. But as soon as he took the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad it was hard to draw breath. I knew at that moment should I try to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that in that moment, Ur shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. The undead creatures used their bodies to shield him, shattering upon impact with Ur's claws, while the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him the precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while nothing happened, then there was just silence. I think desperation made me brave or blind to consequences, but I could hesitate no longer. That necromancer was to use the axe for evil, while I had the chance to stop him and didn't.
Sorry, what? So I abandoned my... Sorry, if that necromancer was to use the axe for evil while I had the chance to stop him and didn't. Okay, got it.
So I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards Ur, begging them for help.
You just asked the Elder Dragon for help?
Yeah, it seemed like my only option at the time.
How did they answer?
With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by lucky. It blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseen you find. What little mortal do I seek?
That's easy, I already figured it out. I was never good at riddles. Let's see if we can glean the answer. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I will wait. Sought by many, found by lucky. It blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseen you find. What little mortal do I seek? Sought by many, found by the lucky. Death. No. Bless the oldest and the youngest. Purpose. No. I prefer a more hands-on approach.
Just admit you don't have the patience.
We have that in common.
To be honest, I could barely think past all the emotions warring within me. So I just said the first thing on my mind. I told him how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Saving people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. And if Ur wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. And communicate clearly instead.
Wow. You said that to their face?
I got caught up in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by the rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, Ur told me that all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. So I pulled out my lute and played Ur, the Elder Dragon, a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. A strange heat ran through my body and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared right in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold it in my laughter any longer, I accidentally ate it? Before I could panic about wasting Ur's gift, their gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay within me from then on, and that this strength was their boon to me, to this world. The maker word was included, I guess. And that's all there is to it, really.
You think their profile changed? No, it's still the same. I think that was plenty.
That's astonishing.
It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same.
No, I think this is fable written all over it.
I did forget to bring a cool trinket back for you.
I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope.
Oh,
Elfie, are you saying you could actually produce dragonfire now?
Oh hey, look at that. We could use that to make the sword.
I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here, but I still have a long way to go. I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later. I need to go get Rhea right now. That was fast.
Fable has returned from their mysterious ship. In their encounter with Ur, with a mysterious ability, the power to create dragonfire, hope is rekindled at last. Can't blame her. Oh wow, that was fast too.
I heard you might have some dragonfire from his sword. Good to see you back in one piece, Fable.
Good to be back in one piece.
So what's the situation? Is there a new plan?
Yes.
Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we've been given another shot. Right. If there's any smithing to be done, you know where I'm with ya.
How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword?
With that blueprint from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. I'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste.
Right. I'd still really like to know what we...
I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on. Okay.
I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on.
Let's discuss it with the others. Ellie's a lot better at explaining this kind of thing.
She's safe?
Yes, she's safe. Innkeep, I trust y'all had some quests locked and loaded for us at the top of the morning.
Of course.
I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper.
Rest well, everyone. Rest well, everyone. I mean, these are the only things that I have, so they gotta be something. Oop. Yeah. Fight for hopes and dreams. Of hopes and dreams. All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the aperture. He's in the possession of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained dragonfire, we were able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. Maybe this is the last mission? I mean, it's not like we have anything else, right? House of Hope, 35th of the Ashel Moon.
Good morning.
Good morning. You don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again.
Likewise.
Did you rest well?
Not much, but well. We wanted to spend the whole night planning with Rhea. Planning while Rhea working on the sword, but Una forced us to sleep.
She's always valued nap time.
Innkeeper, I have observed you put up quests for us.
I did.
You even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper. Very smart.
I assume that means you all did it too? I assume that means you all did too?
Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything.
What kind of team did you join?
Fable's gonna fight the big bad necromancer guy with her cool new dragon powers. And we'll be making sure the zombies don't need people. Together with Bai and Archie.
We'll evacuate the capital, and Zenith too. There shouldn't be any people around when his undead army arrives. Other than our extermination team, obviously.
Seems reasonable. With Baya's help, it should go quickly too. Give me 1 second. Just needed the stretch.
Right? First we wanted to ask her to teleport Team Coolstar to the aperture, but Maya says she can't talk to the trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird.
Too weird for Baya? Must be some strange trees.
Yeah. I really wanted this.
Wow, can't speak.
I really wanted to see them, but it's too dangerous, so I'll just wait until I'm older. Archie's gonna help us convince the people in charge about the approaching danger. I'll help with providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And Dave will lead our group and scout out escape routes.
And after that, you're staying behind for the battle, Dave?
No, staying with Melly. I'll bring everyone to safety and protect them there.
Not out for revenge?
Just my friends will deliver it for me. I do want the necromancer to be defeated, but I don't want to leave Melly alone again even more.
So you want to stay out of it?
I want to live. I want to live.
Oh.
Plus, Melly will need an assistant.
Couldn't ask for a better one.
Agreed.
Now, I know you didn't put up a quest for the evacuation, but could you get me a drink for the road? Something tasty to motivate me. We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone mad.
Sure. What joke are you cheating this time?
None. I've got something else for you.
What would that be?
My real name.
I'm all ears. What is it?
It's Neil. Neil Broom.
Neil Broom. Huh. Not what I would have guessed. It'd be funny if they said that their name was just Zephyr the whole time. That was the first name they gave us. But it's just Neil. Okay, Neil Broom. Hey, that needs to be Dave. And that needs to be Neil. I've been wondering for quite some time if their true name was as cool as all of their aliases. But it suits him well. Solving the dispute with his parents and warming up to the people around him really did wonders. It's good to see they found their own voice again.
It's a stupid name, I know, but I think I'm done pretending to be someone else. So Neil it is.
I love it. Neil. It's cute. Can I give you a nickname? Neely. Neilchin. Nelly. Like Melly, but with an N.
Neil is fine, I think.
Neil. It suits you very well.
Thank you, Fable.
Such a nice name definitely earns you a drink. Not sure does it feel edgy enough. Nah.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself.
I wouldn't have had it any other way. Make sure Neil is just as charming as Zephyr or Malachite or John then.
I appreciate it.
Beep boop. I mean, there's only one choice here. It's literally just to make that. So, that's what we'll give them. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. Charisma it is. Charisma. Spoken heart. It doesn't seem like this is for a quest, but just a drink they want. In that case, yeah, spoken heart. What was it? Oh, this. There we go. additional charm. Not that you need it.
It's delicious. Thank you. I hope this will make me more bearable to the townsfolk.
I find you plenty bearable.
Thanks.
Innkeeper,
Yes, Fable?
I've been meaning to tell you, thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you pushing me to go on that werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face Ur. You're one of the best friends I've ever had.
Fable, I have a confession to make.
Let me guess, you don't actually know how to make hot chocolate?
I do. I actually have it right here. Actually, I recently learned how. Would you like one?
You're trying to distract us.
Yes, he is, but I'd still like one. I'll accept it when you're done telling us all your secrets. I'll trade your confession for the chance to make me a hot chocolate.
Ring me up, Jojo. You got it. Hello there, Jatsu. There you go. I'm just taking, I mean, I have items here that have barcodes, but so I could just do that. I need more ink for my printer so I could print out more, like, you know, barcodes, because I only got one right now. It's just a raid message. That's it. And plus, I want to think of more barcodes to make, so I can just do that. I just look at my piece of paper and scan whatever code I want. But hello there, how are you? How have you been? Good morning to you. See, I've taught you well. Alright. This is scarier than I thought it'd be.
I know, but you can do it.
A crazy necromancer. The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend. Just woke up, you're gonna snooze for a bit longer before you gotta get ready for work? Okay. Take your little snooze break. Good luck at work. You know, I know the bed is very comfortable. I feel it. I struggle to get up from bed to go to work too. But you know, 5 minutes or so wouldn't help. So get your snooze on. Thank you for stopping by.
That makes sense.
It does?
Well, I always knew he was hiding something. When I saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of your letter you refused to open.
Yeah, that letter was kind of sweet. Something evil.
So, you two are friends?
We were in an adventuring party together. It was us four. It was us and 4 others. Aquila, Aegis, Kane, and Kya. Oh, it's been ages since I've said their names out loud. Spent quite a few years together.
What happened?
They died. Our friends, they... Remember the other necromancer you were researching, Melly?
Obviously. Is he the reincarnation? Was I right?
Not quite. But we fought her, Karabosia, a couple of times. She was obsessed with immortality and would do anything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She'd do something horrible, we'd stop her goons, she'd get away. We got so used to it that we became careless and arrogant. We didn't quite realize how dangerous she really was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went into our last fight unprepared. My friends paid for it with their lives. Fable, to be honest, I thought that was what would happen to you when you went into the Twilight Chasm. I thought he'd be the end of you.
I see. I understand you were scared. Why you were scared. I just wish you would have told me.
Me too. When we fought her, it all went down so quickly. Aquila got her mind controlled and struck down Kane. Kya went down trying to heal Aegis. We all tried so hard to keep fighting despite it all, to not give up, and then suddenly, they were all gone. It was only me and Quasar.
Quasar? That's his name?
Yeah, Quasar Duskbringer.
That's a cool ass name. Is that his real name?
Yeah, jealous?
A little.
He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from Tia's, and I guess Cassiopeia's servants have a flair for dramatic names. We hated each other at first. We got along immediately. Why am I choosing that background? We hated each other at first. Disagreed on a lot of things, especially about religion.
Because he worshipped Cassiopeia and you Leviathan.
Oh, figured that one out?
This place has a sea serpent written all over it.
You're a very good detective after all. But yeah, made for interesting fights. But that somehow brought us closer together. And arguing about scripture was always kind of fun.
I bet.
But the other necromancer,
Carabosia.
that one, she died, right? So you defeated her after all?
No. Yes. Well, Quasar did. But I saw my friends were... I was pretty sure it was all over, that we lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran. I ran and I didn't stop until I was too far gone to turn back.
I get that. Running's pretty easy when you're scared.
That must have been really scary, to lose your friends like that.
It was, but it wasn't right to leave them behind.
I think it's okay to regret it, but I'm still glad you made it here.
I wish I was less of a coward.
You're working on it now.
I'm trying. Suddenly there was an explosion of intense magic from where I had escaped from. Pretty sure he used the Soul Shatter spell to defeat her.
That sounds
Shattering.
like something Hex would use.
We stole from a mad wizard back in the day. It's clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched.
But he didn't.
We didn't. We both wanted to study it, despite the warnings. And while the others were partying or getting into tavern brawls or penning where else, we studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think either of us ever planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of powerful magic is a difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped and he refused to run, with no other options left, he used it against her. And it shattered Carabosia's soul. Clearly wanted him to fight, but it didn't bring them back.
How have we never heard about any of this?
You have, in a way. It happened...
30 years ago?
Yeah.
I was wondering why he opened the first sigil 30 years ago and then waited so long for the others. Guess it was an accident, opening the portals, I mean. That's what it did, right? With her soul, turned into a portal.
I think so. Yeah.
Now he wants to bring your friends back. We can all relate to that right now.
It's nothing I wouldn't give to see them again. My old friends. And Tia too, but... the past has already happened, and I can't change it, no matter how much I want to. I want to honor the love they taught me, the ways they changed me, and the life I still get to live. They're worth so much more than only remembering the worst that ever happened to them. And I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did.
You are a little bit of a coward. You could have told us at the beginning.
I didn't want it to be him, I guess. Nor did I want to choose sides. He's still my friend, even after all he's done. Even after he put on Carabosia's armor and abandoned his oath. I I guess no one wants to accept that their friend has become someone unrecognizable to them.
I'm sorry that happened to you. To the both of you.
Feels good to finally say it out loud. Is that weird? Eating your leftover ribs in heaven right now. Howdy there, Aki. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I saw your ribs. I saw them. They look very good. Jealous even. I'm glad you're getting to eat ribs. Whereas I had sliced turkey meat for a sandwich. Not even on a sandwich. I just took it straight from the package and munched on it. So I am very jealous of you. Howdy there. How are you?
Not at all. Do you think we can share this with the others? His name in the story, I mean.
If you want to. I fear Lynn will crush me, though.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Do you hate me now?
Of course not. You're a friend. Our occasionally stupid, shady, and sad friend. But a friend nonetheless. And Quasar's your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if I had to fight against my friends.
You're chill taking a Pokemon break to eat and watch you. Ooh. Which Pokemon game are you playing? How am I? I'm doing good. Tired, but doing good.
But you really do have to start taking your own advice.
So I heard. Thank you, Fable. You really are my favorite regular. Part of me hopes he ends up surviving. Nah, I'm good.
Good, because you're my favorite innkeeper. So don't go anywhere, okay?
Not this time. I promise.
Do I get a hot chocolate now? Or are we going to be sad for another hour?
I'll get you your hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. How do I make it? I already made it once. Let's see here. We shall go for... Probably that one. I think that's it. So I just need 2 of that. Then like that. Then one of these ones. Another one. That it? Yeah. Here you go, kiddo. Here, a hot chocolate Quincy style.
Who the hell is Quincy? This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombie shall stand a chance against my chocolatey veins. I have to go run through the garden now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable.
I'll go with her. We'll check in with you guys after we've won.
I like that.
Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing?
That sounds lovely. We can make some flour biscuits too.
Very excited to try those. Be safe out there.
You too, Neil.
Sounds better when you say it. Playing Violet, got a Switch 2 for Christmas. Learned the hard way that Pokemon games do not have cloud save. After selling your old Switch, so you're having to redo all the games, all the Pokedexes. They don't? Really? Huh. I thought they did, or at the very least. You didn't transfer all the data from one Switch to the other? Because that's what I did. I think my save file is still intact. That's the first thing I did when I got my Switch 2. I transferred all the data there. Huh. Sold the old Switch. Ah, there you go. Okay, that's probably it. Gotcha. Got it. You think they would have let you do that? It was like, hey, can I get the Switch? It's 2 if I sell this Switch. Also, can you please let me help? Like, can you let me transfer the data first beforehand? Oh well. Well, at least you get to play them over again. And the Switch 2 should run Violet pretty well. Better than Switch 1, of course. Like the Bellsprout in the scene in the school where everything was going like 10 frames per second. Probably runs way better now. Yeah, the game runs actually good, yeah. And I think it also helps with the spawn rate of the Pokemon.
Sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again.
Thank you for sharing all of that with us, Sangngg.
Guess it was finally my turn, to be honest.
You think we'll win this?
Yes, I believe in all of you. No, but I wouldn't mind a surprise. Spawn rates are insane. Yeah. Probably helps with shiny hunting, if that's what you're in for. What you're into. I know you'll stop him and save us all. Especially with you on the team.
You're a really good cheerleader.
I know. Even if you don't come back, I'm still glad I got to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still coming back to pick up that quest. I need to check in with the others first, though.
I figured. Thank you for everything, Fable.
I wouldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit. Be patient.
I'll try my best. Okay, things certainly seem to be coming to a close soon. So I guess if need be, I'll stay up a bit longer. If need be. Yeah, we'll try to finish it tonight. Because it seems like there's only one quest left, and I don't think there would be any kind of like in between. You know, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't have Fable go off on their final quest and then be like, interlude. That would be very mind-boggling. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have... Wow, I can't speak. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have returned. Welcome back to my tavern. How are you two doing? Still clinging to those empty lines, are we? 6-hour-long exposition. Oh no, I can't. I have work tomorrow. You can drop the act now, Innkeep. We all know you're not just a mere babbler after all. Told you the good news. We met this lovely little girl on our way here. A really chattily kitlin. Maybe she has to overcompensate for that brooding older foster brother of hers. So you know about everything. About your history with the necromancer? For sure. I have to admit, everything makes a lot more sense now. Glad you came back. I think we've all made some mistakes in our past. Some of us married evil bastards. Others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what you do now, Innkeeper. For example, how you help us fix your shit. Your fuck up. That's clearly fuck up. For example, how you help us fix your fuck up from 30 years ago. I see you've already put up a quest for us. Good. Quest taken. You're not gonna fight alongside Lynn? Oh, fight? Whom are we fighting? The undead army. You know, the one that's marching towards the capital. But who am I to blame them? Sounds like a wonderful stroll through nature. They're not strolling. They're eating away at the roots protecting the capital. That's not very nice. You got that right. That's why we're gonna stop them. Very well, Deal Rhea. You and your cape will be welcome additions to the team. There'll also be more adventurers accompanying us. Scully, Yuna, Jade, and Eniko are going to join in on the fun. Eniko? Let's hope their chaotic ideas turn out well. They better. Saving this world and the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. It is. Just as I thought. I couldn't bear losing yet another person so close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling all too well. But you stop worrying before anything bad has even happened yet. It reminds me, did the sword turn out well? Ha! Excuse me for bragging, but turned out spectacular. I was able to craft a flawless weapon,
So deadly yet beautiful. Here's Baba really passing an astonishing sword onto her. With the Givra's opals and the blueprint those priests gave us. Is my best work to date. More than enough for the Orhard competition. And with the dragon fire little Elfie acquired, it's also strong enough to withstand Ur's great axe. Already handed my masterpiece over to Kier. She's gotta save this world first before I can win me competition.
You sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself?
Nah. I found my fair share of undead. I know how to handle them. I'm better off at the capital, and the sword is better off in Kier's hands.
Ugh, my neck.
It belonged to her Baba once, so naturally it's Kier's legacy. But there's one more thing you could do.
Craving one last drink, Rhea?
You see right through me.
Anything specific you have in mind for today?
Just a drink that won't be my last. Mix us something to help us return to your tavern after all this shit.
Agreed. I would love to come back here with my dear Rhea just to reminisce.
Very well. I have 2 ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence, so you could easily predict and avoid all attacks. And top it off with a lotus flower for some extra draconic blessings. That'd be the drink for a purely offensive approach.
What would the other drink do?
That'd be the choice if you want something less violent. A drink that'd enhance your natural charisma as well as your defense. I'll also add some honey flowers to help you be extra persuasive.
We've been trying to collect some allies on the way, so we might need to do some convincing. An additional defense seems like a good idea. But smashing the undead creatures' heads together sounds more fun than talking to him. Not really much of a charmer, you know?
Oh, I find you quite charming.
Ah, shush.
And we also have Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get a heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here.
Yeah. Your ex-wife will be joining us.
Absolutely.
That's an unexpected turn of events. So she's okay?
Of course she is.
That's a relief. Did you two talk it out?
We did. And while there's still a long way to go, we start to reconcile. I'll tell you all about it after we prevent a world calamity.
I'm counting on you.
I suppose having a powerful vampire countess on our side isn't entirely bad. But now, what about me drink?
Have you decided on one yet?
No. Both sound reasonable to me. I'll leave it up to you. Charm or violence, what'll it be? You better choose wisely.
Thank you. It's only mildly threatening. I mean, you would think violence would be the answer here, right? Wait, what is the quest? She's taking the Dead Parade, I think. A horde of undead is approaching the capital. Their insatiable hunger for the local flora leads them to the exposed roots of the Ether Tree, and therefore the capital of Themis, since it lies nestled in the safety of the roots. This is a mere distraction so the necromancer can fulfill his true plan, but the undead still must be stopped before they hunger for flesh once more. Do we just bust them up? Bust them? What do you need charm for anyway? I mean, I could kind of see the charm thing happening since we went through the trouble of Scully forming a undead union. Maybe we can just like convince them or something. I feel like that was a strange, detail to put in when Scully and Kier did that quest. They were able to just like reason with the zombies. And that turned out well. They formed a union and all that. So maybe we could literally just do that. I feel like because that happened, I feel like charm might actually not be a bad idea. Who knows? There's already enough violence to go along, like everywhere. You know what? I'm kind of on the side of charm right now. Yeah, let's do that. Charm. Charm and defense, looks like. So I need a drink. Oh, and was that inspiration? Yeah, inspiration. What did I say that I would use as an infusion? Honey flowers. Okay, something that would use a honey flower. Which is this one, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Something that gives both charisma and dexterity. Charisma and dexterity would be that. 1,000 wins. I think that might be it. So just 2 of that. And then 2 of that. Yeah. So this is charisma with defense. Let's go with it. Now I'm having second thoughts. Well, let's hope it works out for them. You're right. You'll need all the help you can get. Some charm seems like the right approach. I just hope you're not completely delusional. Me too. You better restock your supplies, innkeeper. You're gonna need a whole lot of drinks. I'll take your word for it. May you return successful. Be careful. You're starting to sound like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle. And pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. Fairplay. Now you're gonna pick up the one for the big bad, the BBEG. That's the acronym, right? BBEG? Big bad evil guy? I think so. Yeah.
I'm back.
And I see you brought Lynn with you. What a pleasant surprise.
Good to see you too. We're taking this quest if you couldn't tell.
I guess as much. You're not going alone, I hope?
Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. Voy, Hex, and Grace will be joining us. We're keeping the team small because it'll probably be really hard to get there. But I think Carolyn could probably defeat him all by herself anyway.
I don't know. I think I work better on a team.
I think we all work better when we don't have to go through terrifying experiences on our own. All part of the humanoid experience, I suppose.
No philosophizing before a big quest, please.
But I love my philosophizing.
We know.
Are you scared and excited? Scared and excited?
Yeah, both. But it's not the worst combo.
We're excited for an epic fight, and scared because we care about this world and each other. Seems like a good thing.
Guess if I didn't care, I wouldn't feel so worried about all of you either. Good to be worried then, in a way. Though I could do without this feeling of ants running around in my stomach.
Me too, but I'm glad you care.
Would you say I was about to make the same joke. Would you say I care, Lynn? Okay, sorry. That new sword of yours, Lynn, does it have an appropriate epic name?
I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it.
And?
Lynn panicked.
Said it's just a great sword. So now its name is just... so now its name is just a great sword.
Is it, wait, what? Does a sword have a name the moment you make it? And whatever you say just sticks? Very creative.
Luckily, the most commonly translated name for Or's great axe is just the great axe. So Kirlin's fits right in with the naming convention. Knew that, of course.
Of course. So you've got just a greatsword, unexplored dragon powers, a quest. All that's missing is
A drink?
a drink. It would be foolish of me to let you walk out of here without any help again.
A little.
I mean, you're a little bit of a fool either way. Don't think I'll just forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got going on. We'll for sure be talking about that once we've stopped him. That's fair. Are you mad at me?
No. I guess we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you were right. The past always comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer.
I can handle the past, as long as you guys promise to haunt me for a little while too.
We'll give it our best. So, Fable, what drink should we get you? Well, I think I should play to my strengths, but I'm not sure which one I should focus on. On one hand, dexterity will make me swifter with a bow, and it'll always help to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Voy has been teaching me to combine magic and music to support people. And I think a powerful pep talk or healing word can go a long way. So charisma could work too. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I like both of these sides myself. Just make sure your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dexterity drink.
Favorite drink for a favorite customer, coming right up. Okay, dexterity or charisma. I feel like it would be a perfect bookend, because I think the very first drink that we served in this game, and to Fable as well, was the Swift Strike. So I feel like, as a little bit of a bookend here, we should go with that. Swift Strike. Let's give you something a bit more fancy though. Or maybe we should literally bookend it with the Swift Strike. Does it seem like you need any, how would you say, infusions? So I think it should be fine, right? Well, you want me to sneak in a little bit of charisma anyway? Inspiration? Maybe. Is there anything I could do? I mean, dexterity is already swiftness in itself. But like, what if I make you something with haste? You know? Haste. But then again, you know, you didn't ask for anything. We'll just give that to you. You didn't ask for an infusion, so I don't think it matters. Let's hope anyway. Swift Strike. Fighting skills could really come in handy for this. And speed, too. That way you could always run.
Ha. Ha. Thank you. I feel fast and ready for battle now. Maybe I'll even have time to pick up some new ingredients for you on the way back.
Focus on getting yourself back first. I'll think about writing a fresh grocery quest later.
So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses?
His devotion, he's ticklish, his arrogance. Well, I guess devotion in this case would be very apt. I don't know how that would help you, but I mean, he's been devoted this whole time to try and get his friends back. He'd do anything to get what he wants. He'd do anything for them. That makes him reckless and easy to manipulate. He'd sacrifice himself before he'd give them up. I hope you'll go in more clear-headed.
We'll try.
Either way, best of luck.
Thank you. Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass.
Tell him I sent you. Yeah, tell him I sent you. That gives me a chance to be involved.
I'll deliver your cutting words myself. Do you mind if we wait here for the others?
Not at all. Not at all. Grab yourselves a table and some, I still don't have any snacks, actually.
Don't worry, I bought biscuits.
Well then, have some biscuits.
I'll set up a table.
Why don't you sell cookies? I was never good at baking.
Maybe you should.
I mean, I don't have to be the one to make them, you know? I mean, you know, I could be a vendor. I mean, I could have vendors. Fables cookies. Fables brand cookies. They can make it, and I could sell it. Or who else can bake? You could finally breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. The face and the muscle have arrived. You're all saved. Ooh. Ray? Okay, I was trying to make this less awkward, and I see I've made it worse. It's okay, Voy. Some situations call for a little bit of awkwardness. I'm sorry. Care? Innkeeper? I'm sorry. It's okay, I get it. I'd be mad too. I'm just glad you came back. Thank you for welcoming me back. Anytime.
Yeah, Clay, listen. I'm sorry too. You needed us and we...
There's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thank you for still being here for me when I came back.
Anytime, bud. How are you feeling?
Not the best. I miss her a lot.
Me too. She's...
I know. And I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Dave was right. She would have hated if we gave up now. I don't want to abandon the world she loves so much. We have to try and save it.
It's Neil now, I think. But yeah.
Sangngg! Sangngg! I think that's what Fable and Neil will have after this is over. If they make it.
But yeah, I think we owe it to her to try.
And she deserves a proper ending too. Not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. Did Neil name change again? Neil is their real name. He finally gave me his real name, and it's Neil. Neil Broom. Does it reflect here? Yeah, Neil Broom. And she deserves a proper ending too. Not to fade into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciated that. I really thought the whole thing with the bracelets would have come in regarding, like, Tuat. Who knows, maybe it still will. You're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got so angry about that bird. We're all trying our best. No, you're right. I should do better. Let's try to do better together then. I'd like that. Good job, you three. That wasn't so hard now, was it? It was very hard. But it was worth it. Thanks for dragging me here, Voy. You got it. I hear you're joining too, Voy? Of course I am. What would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insults known to dragonkind at that man. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help you with that? Nah, I think I've got this covered. Can't wait to hear your epic battle ballad about it. Oh, you will? Can I have a drink? I think I could use a little something. Like, some defense maybe. I don't know how else I'll handle this without Tia. Try my best to make up some liquid support. Just defense? Okay. They're not asking for anything special. So I think the path is pretty, how would you say, lane at this point. Excuse me. Damn it, that ain't it. It's like this. And that. I didn't have to throw away the other one. It's not quite Olivia. This is as much defense as I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her. In the best way possible. I really needed that. Feeling a bit better? Lots, actually. Coolio.
Just missing the two wizards now. We should wait for him with Fable.
And with Fable's biscuits. There's biscuits. He just went away very quickly. Oh, like biscuits? Oh, you had me. At hello. I'm glad they picked up snack duty.
Me too. Glad you're okay, big guy.
Thank you.
Now come on, before a voice starts his inevitable grand speech without us.
I'm here, you know. Did someone say speech?
Nope, this way.
Okay, I think that's all of the quests that I had. I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food and alcohol. Nah, Andy would go crazy. Grace.
Stars of the show have finally arrived. But Voi's already here. I don't think we can compete with that. Aw, come on. Don't kill my vibe.
Spend too much time with Iniko. You spend too much time with Iniko.
Impossible.
Are they also why you're late?
We were busy doing research, okay? Turns out we have a little bit of a problem.
You mean besides the crazy necromancer with a god complex and a god's weapon trying to kill death?
Besides that, yeah.
Wonderful. What is it?
Quasar Scenes needs to go through the astral portal in the aperture to reach Tuat and do this crazy apocalypse thing. We figure he'll be able to use the portal without issue because of Tia, or what's left of her. First he has to get to the aperture somehow, of course.
As a former paladin of Cassiopeia, getting to her portal shouldn't be a problem for him.
That's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight, because of that transition between the Astral Moon and the Dying Moon and all that jazz. Which means we also had to get there very fast, but teleporting into the Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. This weird natural magic makes it hazard for any self-respecting wizard. You're basically guaranteed to teleport yourself into a tree. Even Baya can't help. We're a bit stuck. Got any ideas?
Good at teleporting drinks, not people. So not exactly. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have an idea?
I do.
You do?
Yes. I knew you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the innkeeper instead.
Please, go ahead.
Remember those spells Hex found? Weren't exactly that many to remember. Can't wait to try out that soul binding one. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant the teleportation spell. The one that can teleport you anywhere? That one. That one that can kill you? I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into the Astral Sea. Somewhere close to the portal, so that they can find Quasar easily.
That would be great.
No, it wouldn't. Well, Did you miss the part where I could kill you? In my modifications, it has a whole 30% of succeeding without shipping me of all my mana. That's 70% chance of death. We don't have a lot of options. This isn't an option. We'll find something else, another way. And with what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine. Sure. I'll cast it then. Don't be silly. You're awful at teleportation. Plus, it's more stable if the caster stays behind.
I had this theory that they should cast it together, and then that will take a lot of Hex's lifespan, so they just start aging together.
You're pretty much a better fighter than I am. Don't need you at the aperture. And I need you alive! I won't be alive if we don't stop him. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. Absolutely not. I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it, or we don't do this at all.
It's Grace's choice. Let her make it. Hex is right, it's too risky. It's her choice.
She makes stupid choices sometimes. She's too good for this world, and it'll kill her.
So you'd rather shape her into something she's not. Don't you love her the way she is?
More than anything, her heart is what makes her so special.
And let her keep it.
If we want to save this world, this is the only way. What's the point of this world if it doesn't have you in it? Hex, that world without me that you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. But it doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone, you treat me like I'm already a ghost. Hey, the time we have, it's so short. I know, I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living, pretending that I'm already dead. You'll have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone. Right now, I need you to love me. So scared, Grace. I don't know what I'll do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone even when I'm gone. It's not the same. I know. But let's focus on what you can do right now, while we're still together. We could save this world, if you'll only let me live. I guess I can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with great riddles to trap you with. I'd solve them instantly. Heh, you would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I can help. You don't have to. I want to.
Let her be her own person, Hex. She deserves this.
You'll make it out of this, okay? You have to promise me you'll make it out of this. I promise. And we'll have a tea party. So many of them. I love you, Gracie. I love you too, Hexy. Alright. Guess if anyone could handle casting a crazy powerful, probably cursed teleport... can't speak. Alright. I guess if anyone could handle casting a crazy powerful, probably cursed teleportation spell, it's you. Or the innkeeper. I guess you're not volunteering?
Unless you all want to be permanently transformed into drinks. Can't help you.
Good thing you've got me then. To cast a spell and to keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind to ensure the spell's stability and improve the chances of keeping my promise.
Sounds lovely. Would you like a drink to assist you in this matter?
No. I'd like to keep my destiny in my own hands today. But thank you. Let's do this then. Before I change my mind and lock you in a tower. I'd like to see you try. Alright. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You better keep her well hydrated while I'm gone, innkeeper.
Will do. See you soon. Not goodbye. See you soon.
You can count on that. Looks like everyone else is getting ready to go as well. So shush and let me concentrate.
Did you do it? I mean, she didn't cast a spell. Did she?
Did it work?
I think so. He all disappeared. Oh, I thought there was going to be a bit of rest beforehand. Nah, she just did it.
Phew. That was... Oh, dragons, that was close. Felt like all my insides were being pulled through my nose.
But you made it.
But we made it.
Can't believe I got the greatest witch of our generation hanging out in my tavern.
It's what the best innkeeper of our generation deserves. Speaking of which, can I get a drink? Something that'll make my brain feel like it's melting a little less.
Of course, Grace. You can have as many drinks as you want.
Do you think making endless drinks might distract us from worrying so much?
You might.
I'll consider it then. But let's start with one.
Let's. Yeah, I already know. I already knew it'd be that. 2, 3. It really would be funny if they just, you know, come back as like, hey, we did it. Like literally the next moment is like, hey, it's done. We did it. Here's everything that happened. Emergency anti-brain melting liquid, just for you.
Thank you. I think my synapses are putting themselves back together. And now,
We wait.
we wait.
Thank you for keeping me company.
Anytime.
Ah, you. Quincy.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. I'm Quincy.
Grace, nice to meet you.
Likewise. What are you two up to? Looks like a whole lot of worrying. Waiting, mostly. Mind if I wait with you? No, not at all. And let us wait together. Will you just show up out of nowhere? Alright. The end. Final lullaby, first of the dying moon. Please be the end. I don't know how many minutes left I have in me. Good morning, Grace. You're up early. Couldn't sleep?
Not really. Kept waking up every hour or so. Eventually I just gave up and heard you moving around down here, so
Gladly accept your company while I clean.
thank you.
Abel, you're back. They don't look sad or anything.
We're back, Innkeeper.
Welcome back, adventurers. You're practically beaming, Fable.
That's just the sun. Have you been outside today?
Good weather seems antithetical to my worrying.
And if I set down my sword, will that make you worry more?
Please, feel free. Let me see the sword, by the way. Ah, nice. That is cool. Looks like the opal went into both the hilt and the tip of the sword, it looks like. I'm hesitant to ask, but your smile seemed to indicate there's good news to be told.
It's safe to say we'll have many more opportunities to try your drinks. And everyone made it back safe and sound?
Yeah. Yes. We're all okay. Actually, X and Voy are outside safe and loud.
We should probably put a stop to their antics soon. Voy might explode for real if Hex keeps up this teasing. Innkeeper, I'll...
Go. No need to wait around any longer.
Thank you. Someone has to go to poor Voy's rescue.
Someone who's ready to give Hex a taste of his own medicine?
Perhaps. For now, I just want to tackle my brother into a hug. So glad to see you all safe, everyone. Let's catch up later.
They really did the whole, hey, we're back, we're done, we did it. It was literally cast spell, you know, have a little bit of a convo, and then they're back. I believe victory drinks are in order.
Perhaps later, when I've calmed down a bit more. I'll wait until the feast.
Feast?
I think that's what people do after saving the world now. You gotta celebrate. Don't say you're pulling out, Innkeeper.
I'd appreciate a drink. Anything in particular you're craving? Something
Soft, please. Like a shield that protects you from harm, or a hug that makes you feel safe.
Got it. You just want that one again. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Where's Melly and Neil and all that stuff? And Rhea. Excuse me. Mighty drink for a mighty good friend.
And made by a mighty good innkeeper. It's just what I needed, thanks.
Alright, I believe it's time for my story.
It'll be the best you've ever heard from me. It'll be the best you've heard from me yet. Our tale begins not so far from here, in the capital with the other group.
They're safe. The roots and the people. Archie found his fancy diplomat friend to get help from the local government when they evacuated. Sounds like they got everyone to help out real quick. And all that was left was kicking some undead ass.
Kyle said they had a lot of help too, like he and Countess Evelyn decimated a whole section of the undead army all by themselves.
Oh, I didn't know Kyle had it with him. In him.
The Wyvern Chimera defended the city gates together with the Hydra and the Givra.
Wow, even the Chimera? You know, I guess it was good that we got... I think this would have played in with the other drinks that the quests that we did. If any of them failed, maybe they wouldn't have come by the final battle. Like if Archie's friend had died, I don't think they would have been able to evacuate the city all that well.
The Banshee and Mary Morgan answered Baya's call and scared some of the skeletons to dust. A powerful wizard and a bunch of familiars and former familiars showed up with claws and fire at the ready.
See, that was the one with the port city with Melly.
Scully convinced the Everbloom Archive's bleak stalkers to come to our aid. After they heard about Tia, they were furious. Even Neil's parents showed up with a group of retired adventurers from Borkham.
Even them? Wow.
And with Scully's union for the Undead Alliance at the ready, not all of them had to be killed.
See, I knew that would come in handy. I don't know if it helped with the drink that I gave Rhea, but I figured that would come back in some way.
Scully said many of Quasar's undead creatures deserted and joined our side.
Uncle Dragon came by and helped too, together with a werewolf settlement from the Ashen Grove. Was glad to hear the old fool still got some guts in him.
That sounds eventful. But the team won?
Not to toot their own horn, but so did we.
So did we. Oh, they won, okay. Sounds eventful, but the team won? They won.
Not to toot our own horn, but so did we.
Is it me or did they skip Fable's line?
It was exhilarating and also exhausting. Grace managed to teleport us exactly where we needed to go.
The Ashel Sea was unlike everything I'd ever seen before. Tia told me so much about it, but that didn't prepare me for how mesmerizing it was.
On one side was the sprawling nebulas of Cassiopeia, and on the other, a portal of swirling dark blood leading back to the Aperture. Below our feet, the ancient blood of the first vampire stained a river at the Ashel Sea a deep red. It would lead us directly to Quasar and an undead Tia. But the water was deep, too deep for us to wade through.
There weren't exactly any boats around.
So Clay called out to the sun humpback whale for help.
Hey, see, that one came back too.
It showed up in a shower of stardust and allowed us to ride on its back.
Once we got closer, we didn't have to wait very long before being bombarded by spells.
I made sure to answer with my own volley of arrows blazing with dragon fire. Still, the fight was tough. Having the sun whale there definitely helped, even though Quasar banished it whenever it got too close. Both Quasar and Tia barely gave us any time to breathe.
Seeing her again, fighting for everything she used to despise, made me so angry. I let my fury guide me and managed to lead her away from Quasar. Her movements were less graceful in the undeath, and it looked like the water of the Ashel Sea was clinging to her legs. I didn't know what it was in the end. Our voices calling out to her, being so close to Cassiopeia. But right before her weapon could swing down once more, instead of pain I felt for her healing magic. And she smiled. She managed to shake off Quasar's control to help her friends.
Meanwhile, we were battling Quasar. Fable and I were leading the charge. I got in his face as much as possible, while Fable swooped in anytime things got dicey with some well-shot arrows. I was barely able to keep track of Fable's position with her movement speed, but I didn't need to. Knew they'd have my back. Hex kept Quasar from concentrating on an annoying spell for too long with a barrage of
Fireballs?
You guessed it. And Void didn't hesitate to heal and buff us. Never really understood music fanatics, but after that, I might have to check out one of his shows. Eventually, the tide of battle started turning in our favor. While we had each other as backup, Quasar was alone, and he was starting to get real tired. That was our opportunity. I called on the flame deep inside of me and let several pillars of dragonfire cut off any escape routes. I realized what Fable was trying to do. Suddenly all the doubt about worthiness that had been eaten at me during the fight disappeared. I was doing this for honor and to gain the dragon's favor. Glory laughs in the face of legacy. Worthiness was never something that could be given to me. It was something for me to grasp. All I had to do was walk forward and protect my people. And at that moment, I did. My slash struck true. Quasar looked neither enraged nor shocked, just tired. Then he dropped to the ground and stayed down. I felt a bit sad for him.
I didn't. Quasar made his choices, whether we like it or not.
And we earned that victory. We did. All we can do is stare at the battlefield, barely realizing it was over when we heard Clay crying. We turned to see him and Tia hugging as their bodies started to dissolve in bright speckles of starlight. The light eventually gathered in a bright sphere above our heads. Then it steadily rose into the dark distance, where it became brighter and brighter.
She became a star. I couldn't believe it. My Tia became a star. She won't be alone up there. Together, her and the sun will guide all who are lost through the night. Knowing that, it might give me the strength to live on, like she would have wanted.
Trust me, even if it feels impossible. One day the sun will rise and the happiness she gave you will outweigh the grief.
I look forward to that day, Innkeeper. Until then, I'll just keep on trying. There's still so many wonders in this world. With her watching over me, I want to see them all. And one day, I might get to tell her all about them.
Sounds wonderful.
I think all of us feel a little better with her up there. Couldn't agree more.
Fits. You know, Tia was, in the beginning, investigating the starfall, valued the stars disappearing from the sky, ended up becoming a star in the sky. So good for her. I mean, bad for her she died, but she died becoming what she wanted the most, for the stars to return. So that means everyone should be able to get here sometime soon then.
Huh?
For the feast.
Didn't think you'd actually agree.
Can't think of a better way to spend an evening than celebrating with all my friends.
Maybe even tonight?
We'll see when everyone has had their rest. We have time now, thanks to you all. I won't run out of drinks as long as you don't run out of stories. You'll have to tell me this epic tale a few more times before I grow tired of it.
I like nothing more than that, Innkeeper.
The end! The end! Oh shit, it is credits, wow. I thought there was actually going to be an after credits. Maybe there will be. Hey, a song. Oh look, Voy and... Aw, they're hugging. There's Voy and there's Grace and X. Good story. I was... How would you say? I was irritated by my character near the end of the game. Because he was just so wishy-washy. And I hated him. I resented him. I'm glad everything turned out fine, except for Tia. I was thinking that, I was like predicting that it would be Clay that died rather than Tia. I really thought the whole friendship bracelet would have come in regarding like Tuat and all that. It didn't. It didn't. So a lot of my predictions didn't turn out true at all. You know, Hex did not cast the teleportation spell with Grace. That it did not end up, you know, taking the rest of his lifespan, or like a good amount, so that they would end up aging together. That didn't happen. Tuat thing didn't happen. Oh well. Archie. There's Scully. Scully never... I don't know, I guess Scully... I thought Scully... Like, Scully's identity would have been a huge reveal, or something like that. But I guess he's just there. Maid, an archivist. There's Una. Oh, Una is also missing a leg. I didn't know that. Looks like Voi's getting new clothes. Good detail. You can't see Kyle's appearance in the mirror. He doesn't need a new cape. Doesn't he know what Neil did in order to get that? Hey, Kira's learning how to use a bow. And Fable? What are you doing? Oh, you're trying to stop them from hitting the bird. Is that the bird? Might be the bird. Here they are. What's with the arrow over there? Okay, what else we got? Iniko and Voy. Oh man, Archie's starting to write some BL right there. Or rather, are they kissing? Wow, right in front of me? Right in front of my pie? What the hell, they got new slimes. Although, that's a different colored slime. Because they started off having green slime all over them. Now it's red. What do we got here? Celebrating. Everyone's celebrating. Cute. How cute. Oh, that's Baya. I just realized that huge thing is Baya. With the sword. Sword called Just a Great Sword. Who was that dragon up there? There was a dragon up there. Did you see that? What do we got? Grace, the dragon that we got earlier, Andu, and Clay. Here we got these guys. Maybe just documenting the whole journey. Archivist and all that. That dragon, who is that? That one right there. It's gone again. I don't remember that one. It's not mine, that's for sure. What the? Oh, that's Clay. Not Iniko. That's Iniko. They just shrunk down. Playing dolls with Melly. Cute. Do. Magical dolls. Oh, I didn't get to see what they were doing up there. Dang it. Alright, what do we got? Jade. Oh, Jade came back. Good. Jade and Neil. That must be the portal that Baya uses in order to move around. There they are right there. Grace and Clay. Are they leaving? Maybe going on a journey? I see bags. So maybe they're leaving. It seems sad. Going on a journey, it looks like, yeah. Iniko over there. Teaching Archie how to fight. Good, he needs it. Oh, and then Melly's up there. Swashbuckling. Dang, Kara's wielding... No, it's not a great... It is a great sword. Great swords are usually two-handed. But Carolyn's using one hand. She's big, beefy, so it makes sense.
For real?
For real? Iniko right there. It exploded, it looks like. Where's that dragon again? Here we got. Looks like Fable is tending to cure his wounds, it looks like. Oh wait, I didn't know Tavern Talk was on the Switch. It is, yeah. That's what I've been playing. I was playing it on PC earlier, but then I switched over to the Switch version. Because I wanted to zoom in. Literally, that was it. Who the hell is that kid? Hey, who the hell are you? Wait, who are you? I have no idea who those two are. That's not Tia. Tia died. I've never seen that person before. Doo-doo-doo. That's Andu and the other dragon. You know who it is? Who is it? How could you possibly know? Who's that? I'd have to replay to find out. Really? So there's merit in replaying it. Maybe I'll do that on my own. There is still the DLC story, but I don't know if I want to do it right now or not. Looks like a feast going on. Ooh, grilling. Ooh, that would be perfect right now. Some freaking barbecue. Maybe you might also explain that orange dragon from earlier. If I replayed it, I'd know who that is. Clay and Grace seem to be getting along well. Is there something there? Sparklers. Hey, look. Neil is smiling. The dragon is who died from the beginning, actually. What? The orange dragon? Who died in the beginning? I don't remember anyone dying in the beginning. Was there? What happened? I just remember Fable being scared. You sent someone on a quest to kill a dragon, remember? I sent Carolyn to face off a wyvern chimera. I remember that, but she didn't kill it. She just tricked it. Wait, did I ever send anyone to kill a dragon? Yeah, it was a wyvern chimera. I remember that much. Oh shit, I accidentally pressed. Damn it. Well, it looked like it was stuck there anyway. Plus there was no more music. What? It was going through all of the backers, it looked like. Did I miss anything? I hope I didn't miss anything. Also, we managed to finish the stream in time. Huh. I thought it was gonna go on a bit longer. Let me just make sure that there wasn't anything else in the extras. Oh, hey. They get to be pirates. That's cute. Wanted Wall. I think the Wanted Wall are all backers. I remember looking at this in the beginning of the game. They're all like backers. Extras. Trinkets. Guestbook. Yeah, we saw this too. I think these are also backers. Do I even have the DLC? I don't even know if I have it. So here's the credits again. I'm not gonna play it again, but I am gonna check on YouTube very quickly. Tavern Talk credits. Just to make sure there wasn't anything else at the end, because it was just like a still screen at that point. Also, I'm guessing that there are multiple endings. Seems to me the ending that we got was pretty okay. I want to say maybe. Better be. I mean, we managed to defeat Quasar. Tia died. That was the only casualty, unfortunately. Well, I guess that's everything then. Oh, I have it. Okay. I'm not gonna do it right now anyway. I don't know how long it would take to do the DLC anyway. Maybe we'll continue off. I might just take next week off as well. Not next week off, but like Thursday off for next week. So I get a little bit of rest in. And then we'll come back once I recover from wisdom teeth pulling, as it were. Where are we, eh? Look at Mally. Oh, it's so cute. Well, he's wearing a, what do you call? Pirate outfit. A little pirate outfit. Good on them for not giving her ears. Like in the back, in the side of her head. Not a 4-ear situation. I noticed that whenever there's a cat person, they always make sure to put hair on top of where ears would be. Like Xenoblade does that as well for the Agnians. For the Gormots. Sorry, Gormati. They make sure that the Gormati, like Nia, Neo, Niall, they all have hair. Like a tuft of hair where the ears usually are. So, you know, you don't wonder whether or not they have human ears. Or if they have flat surface. you just don't think about it. I mean, I think that's everything that we can do for tonight. Anyway. Pretty good. Thing. Progress. We finished the game. I might look back. I might go back through it. See if there's anything else I could get in terms of endings, or I guess there are people that we never met. But yeah, it's a tonight's stream right here. I mean, it's already the time that we usually end tonight's stream. So it's perfect, I say. Oh, I was going to raid Aria, but they're playing Rhythm Heaven Groove, and I want to play that myself. I don't want to get spoiled on that. It's a rhythm game. How am I going to get spoiled by a rhythm game? But I also want to, you know, not be spoiled by a rhythm game. As much as I would love to. But I want to play Rhythm Heaven Groove. You see, that's already right here in my inventory, as it were. Wait, where's the game? You don't see it anymore. Ah, there you are. Rhythm Heaven Groove. But it's okay. We won't do that. We'll do that later. Let's raid. Are we double dipping? Yeah, let's double dip. You know what's funny? Of the barcodes that I was making, I was gonna make one that literally just said raid Hiragi. That's literally just gonna be an instant barcode scan. But oh, sorry, I don't want to do this raid message because I can just do this now. There, raid message for those who are not subbed, but I still have to do this one. I need to get more ink for my printer so I could get the other barcodes in, but that's the only one that I could do right now. Just a raid message. Have fun in 2 weeks when you lose your wisdom teeth. Yeah, that would be a fun stream overlay transition. Which one? This thing? I want to know more things that I could use that for. We'll see. I'll think of it when I'm recovering, I guess. But next time I'm going to be streaming is going to be either on Saturday, depending on whether or not we're doing anything for 4th of July, or Sunday. Scanning the barcode to input a raid. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and see if it works. Hopefully it works. But thank you everyone for stopping by. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your time zone. With that being said.
Wait, we gotta go fast. Good night.